I'm still washing bottles at this point in my life. I'm just so thankful that gadgets like this exist now, so it can make life a little bit easier for the postpartum mama. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be talking about an item that I really truly wish I had in the beginning stages of postpartum. It is my number one regret, and that is not getting a bottle washer. And this is the Papablic bottle washer. It washes your bottles, sterilizes it, and dries them all in one. I'm 7 months postpartum and I am still breastfeeding my baby. I still go between using pump parts. You better believe that I'm still washing bottles at this point in my life. It does get very time consuming to wash bottles. I usually let them pile up. So now I will no longer be doing that. Thank you so much to Papablic for sending over the bottle washer that I'm going to be reviewing today. Sorry, my baby is getting tired, so I'm gonna have to do a little bouncing. Having a C-section made it so that my recovery was a lot tougher than I expected. Washing bottles in the beginning, it was a lot. It was a lot, to say the least. So I really do wish I had this bottle washer in the beginning when I was freshly recovering from my C-section. There's not much heavy lifting when it comes to operating this, and there's not much bending down either, so it's really user-friendly. I want to show you guys the process of putting the bottles to wash on this machine. So you would just put the bottles in the deep portion like so. Then you would put the smaller parts on the top rack. You use one of the dish detergent tabs. You put it at the base of the machine. You close it up. You make sure that the water tank is filled to the minimum line. You press power and start. You just also want to make sure that the tube is facing the sink so that it can let out the water. You can literally just walk away and let it do its thing, and it's as easy as that. In the beginning, my husband would wash bottles sometimes, but if you're like me, sometimes the ladies, they just wash bottles a little better, a little bit more attention to detail than the men. So I wish I had this because I wouldn't have to worry so much about, is my husband getting the bottles clean? Or if anybody wanted to come over and wash bottles, you just kind of don't have to worry. You can kind of be like, yes, I have a bottle washer. Can you pop my bottles in the bottle washer for me? And that's it. Just let the machine do the heavy lifting and do all the hard work when it comes to washing and sterilizing the bottles. Also, there was just countless times where I was postpartum and I had a couple hours that the baby was sleeping at night, and instead of just laying down to watch a show and relax, I had the dreaded task of washing bottles. That was very difficult for me, and I can't stress it enough. I wish I can go back in time and get myself a bottle washer. I've heard from so many friends as well, that washing bottles really does take a toll on their mental health. Pumping parts is another thing. You have to wash them in order to pump your milk. When you're in such a delicate state mentally and physically, you just want to have something that will make your life more convenient. So this is why I highly recommend get a bottle washer. Put it on your registry. I wish I did. So now that I've said that 100 times and I truly mean it, I'm gonna just show you a little bit more about the Papablic bottle washer. So you open it, and I just did a load, so as you can see, my clean parts are in here. So this is the inside. You fit 1, 2, 3, 4 bottles. You can also fit your pump parts in here. I have a nipple and I have one random pump part in here, and I've already used the other bottles that I've cleaned. So it is very roomy. You also have a water tank in the back. Fill up the water up to the max point, and then just pop it back on there. And the best part of it is that there's no emptying out of the water. It comes with a little tube, which you should, hook up next to your sink, and all the water from the dirty bottles will just come out. And also just want to mention, Papablic is the only bottle washer featured on the Bumps website. And Papablic also has bottle warmers. So this is truly a game changer for me because I do freeze breast milk and I have a little tiny stash in the freezer for when someone is looking after my baby. or when we're on a road trip. When we're on the go, sometimes I am worried about how can I get the milk warm enough for baby to drink, because she is very picky when it comes to the temperature of milk. It has to be very close to the way it comes out fresh. So having this eases the burden of me worrying about getting the bottle warm when I'm out and about. So now I can go to the mall or run my errands and I can bring breast milk and just pop it in here when I need to warm it up, and not have to worry about, okay, is there gonna be a nursing room? Am I gonna have to nurse in the car? And stop everything I'm doing. So I'm just so thankful that gadgets like this exist now, so it can make just life a little bit easier for the postpartum mama. I recently read that as long as you are nursing, you are postpartum and all your hormones are kind of like a little bit out of whack. I know it helps my sanity to have convenient items in the home, because I just want to be more present for my baby, and these things help me be more present as a mom when I can just have these amazing helpers in the home. And by helpers, I mean these gadgets. What I love about this is that it truly fits in the car, in the cup holder. It's sleek, it fits in your bag without taking up too much room. It has a wide neck, so you can fit your hand easily to wipe it clean after using it. It warms up your milk in only 2.5 minutes. And it also self-sterilizes. There's a function where it gets hot and it steams up and you sterilize the bottle warmer, or you can sterilize like a pacifier on the go. Just to show you how easy it is to do the self-sterilizing, add an ounce of water. Also make sure that the little rubber top is pushed to the side and it's not covering the hole to let the steam out. Then you would just press the on button, and then you press the keep and the temp for 3 seconds to start the 6-minute sterilization. I recently went out with my friend and I was out eating, having some lunch, and I was so thankful that I was able to just use this real quick for baby to have her bottle and not have to just pause my entire lunch to nurse. So it just makes your life easier, and why not make your life easier during a very hard season of your life? So thank you so much to Papablic for sending over these very essential postpartum items. These are honestly the last 2 things that I really felt like I needed to complete like all the postpartum essentials. So I'm happy they reached out because it was very timely. I only recommend things that I truly feel like I would use and do use. So I hope this review was helpful. I will have a discount code in the description box below, and I'll also have a link where you can purchase directly from the Papablic website. They're also on Amazon, and I believe they're having a sale from now until December 1st. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!